one of 12. But no, I really think it's the only one because I absolutely love this boot. And I love the fact that it's completely opposite from the boot we saw a little earlier, which was this total flat, fun, kind of funky boot. This one to me is sheer ladylike elegant. And I love that you could have gotten the first boot in the show on Easy Pay and love that. But now a completely different feel to this boot. Isn't it cute? For $59.96. Now this is for first quality, beautiful Clarks. Same exact shipment of shoes that we sold at a much higher price. Our QVC price was $93.25. The clearance price for first quality, still end of January money back guarantee, is $59.96. I don't know about you, but saving $33 on anything right now is awesome. And this was my first weekend wrap-up pick last week on my Facebook page. Those of you that were wondering about the color, I think the photo showed a little pinker. It's called Wine. It really is a true burgundy. Love the heel, 2 3/4 inches, those buckles, fabulous. Just like the zipper on the last boot was so cool, the buckles here are amazing. We also have it in black. Sadly, there is no reorder. So we've been really busy for the entire show. Lots of shoes are getting limited. It's November 13th. We are not going to see reorders coming in. And these are not shoes that somebody, you know, has picked over or has been sitting out in a window and getting sun on them. They get shipped right to you. They're pristine. They're fabulous. And then last but not least, we have it in the gray. They are gorgeous. And already 500 of you have dialed in. Look at that QVC price. That's not even the retail value. Look at our clearance price. And again, what a great gift. So Miss Amy Oselkin is joining us. And Amy, this is my first weekend wrap-up gift. We showed it kind of sneak peek in the box and then out of the box on my Facebook page last week. I love them. And just like we adored that whole zipper accent, it's this cool kind of clip-on buckly thing and the heel that I love.
Exactly. It's just those little accents that take this boot to the next level. You have that super soft water-resistant suede, stain-resistant suede, which is so crucial, especially this time of year. Those buckle accents, I also love how everything's trimmed in a little bit of a grosgrain ribbon as opposed to trimming it in leather. We just thought this was a little special, a little different. You have that easy on, easy off side zipper, which is so inviting. This feels like felt, honestly. That's what it feels like. It's such a delicious lining. Then you, like you said, Jane, you have that 2.5 inch lift. That's what we call the sweet spot when it comes to boots, because while I love my flat boots and everyone knows I travel the world in my Nikki boots, sometimes when I'm going to meetings or when I'm going to see someone, like this just happened last week, I was going to the hairdresser, I was running all these errands and I wanted to look like a little thinner, a little taller, a little more pulled together. So I put on my boot that had lift. This is where this comes in, and because you have that platform, you don't even feel like you're on 2.5 inches.
And it is that boot you will reach for even on a night like tonight when the snow started falling. Hello. It's a great gift. I mean, you know, especially for those of us that are a little bit more challenged height-wise. So a lot of my pants are hemmed for a higher heel, and I can't wear a regular inseam pant with a flat on shoe or it's going to drag on the ground. So when we say clearance, and look how great Thea looks in these, like they're sexy, they're fabulous. They really are.
I love them on a trouser too, because you never know, is she wearing a knee-high boot? Is she wearing an ankle boot? The best part is because we tailored this so perfectly and really customized the fit, you don't see that break in the jean. I hate that when you know that's where their boot ends. This just lays so
it's like
perfectly.
When Spanx shows through. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you wear a shaper and it ends at the thigh.
And then the rest of your thigh bulges out and you're like, hey. And then Colleen, so smart, so ladylike. I love, again, how this lays so closely to the leg, so it's still very slimming on the foot. And those buckle accents, that is show-stopping to me.
And so is our clearance price. Like, I really think that you are doing so much for everybody else this time of year. You know, you're doing stuff for charity. You're doing, you know, things for other people. It's always like, what can I do for you? Especially as women, it's always, which is wonderful. That's that's our DNA. That's how we're wired. But isn't it nice to take last year's skirts and pants and jackets and last year's jewelry and last year's everything and You know, nothing makes you feel more updated and excited than a brand new boot, especially one like this that it's got a dressy, ladylike, little kind of an alluring kind of feel to it because of that heel height. We measured it in at 2 3/4, but it feels like less than that because you're lifted in the front. And then instead of being, you know, almost $100, this is $59.96, and it is not coming back in stock. 1,000 have been ordered. We are obviously seeing a lot of red lights start to pop up on the screen, a lot of yellow lights, meaning it's limited. So follow along. But no, like in black, we're okay right now in 7.5 through 9.5. But you never know when that black, like in 6 wide, suddenly sells out so much we can't even take a wait list order because we can't get this boot back in stock.
And you know, I think about all the times when I was commuting in New York and I'd wear those, it would be raining and I'd be wearing those heavy, heavy rubber weather boots, and then I'd have to carry the other boot with me to change at the office. This takes the place of both. Can I do another little water demo?
Yes.
This time I won't offer you the water, sorry.
That's all right, I have 4 hours tonight. I need to stay hydrated.
So we already treated this in the tanneries to repel water. So look how nothing's getting absorbed. The water's just beating off. What a treat to get a stylish shoe with this much accent and have it be water and stain resistant.
Right.
Plus, it's flexible. It's our Bendables technology. This is like all the Clark's DNA. It's got everything in it. And I thought it was a great value at the original price.
Yeah, well, because a suede boot that's water resistant, that's so beautifully made with all the technology to keep you walking, you know, at around $100, that's a really great price in boots these days. Same technology, same beautiful suede, same gorgeous look, all brought down now to a low clearance price of $59.96, and it's so cute. Now, these are, I think, from last year, but Amy was so excited when I walked in tonight because I have my Clark's pumps to wear for the rest of the show.
You look like Elizabeth Taylor. That's who you look like. I was seeing you on TV and I was like, who does Jane look like?
This is why I love you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're to the end of shoe shopping. I'm so used to doing 3 and 4 hours and 2 hours of shoes. I'm like, what? An hour's already gone? But you can go back and you can refer to anything that we've seen in the show and